Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, our beautiful country, and how we're going to fix this bad boy together. Guys, if you have not seen the scandal that is dropping with ACTBLUE, the main funneling, money, financing, fundraising thing of the Democrats, you need to. The hands are caught in the cookie jar at unbelievable levels. Everything I'm about to show you is going to be linked in the description box below. Can't wait to hear what you guys think. And of course, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on to show that YouTube algorithm who's boss. And with that said, guys, let's dive in. This one, oh man. Make sure you follow me at BradenLOA on X. That's the account. That's where we talk about all this stuff. Let's get it. Speaker Mike Johnson. All right. So guys, if you're not familiar, you need a little bit of a primer on this. This is a really important piece to understand for this story. ACTBLUE is the main organization that funnels all the donations to the Democrats. Okay? There's been all sorts of corruption accusations, scandal accusations. Well, now it turns out it got a little more serious. And you'll also recall that Kamala Harris had a $2 billion campaign, much of which was funded through ACTBLUE. Now, here's the rub. ACTBLUE reduced its standards to detect fraud, which would directly benefit the Democrats. Guys, this is a thing. All right, Speaker Mike Johnson. More evidence that the corrupt Democrat donor platform, ACTBLUE, intentionally made their platform less secure, allowing donations from foreign countries and donations without credit card verification. These are fraudulent, illegal practices that cannot be tolerated. Okay. Why would you, and this is a very important why question, why would an entity, anyone, reduce fraudulent detection on money funneling and donating to individual parties from outside the United States, foreign either governments or actors, which would directly benefit one party? Why would they loosen fraud detection standards? Particularly when all that money was going to one individual side of a political spectrum, which would benefit a globalism, a one world order, a gun control, a freedom of speech restriction, a reduction of autonomy of the United States and the people. Why would they do that? Okay, let's keep going. Let's jump into this because I'm going to show you what they're releasing. Our investigation has found that ACTBLUE takes an unserious approach to fraud prevention. Well, that's painting it lightly. Read more about this alarming discovery with Chairman Jim Jordan and Representative James Comer. The investigation will continue. Well, here's the investigation right here. This is an exclusive article. I've highlighted a few points here that I want to show you. Dem fundraiser ACTBLUE made donation standards more lenient, received foreign contributions during the 2024 election internal docs. Okay, this is published yesterday. This is a new one. All right, let's get down here to the highlighted points. So this is coming from Washington, of course. Democrat funding powerhouse ACTBLUE changed its fraud policy twice during the 2024 campaign, implementing more lenient standards that let foreign and other suspicious donor money flow into U.S. campaigns, according to internal company documents and other records exclusively obtained by the Post. Now, this is why this is so important. The party of which was receiving foreign donations and more lenient takes on where that money was coming from, which was funneling directly to the Democrats, yet the people who were receiving the money were directly attacking our gun rights. I say it all the time. None of this happens in a vacuum. This is an incredibly important thing to understand on our side of this aisle. It's not just we want 2A or we want to destroy 2A. It is much broader than that, i.e., the entire Democratic fundraising machine loosens standards from foreign entities to get money in, which could be viewed as fraud with no credit card confirmation codes, which was directly used against you and I gun rights. Your and I's gun rights. Okay? The ACTBLUE fraud prevention standards changed in April of 2024 and again that September, with the relaxed guidelines allowing between 14 and 28 more fraudulent contributions per month. Under the updated policy, up to 6.4% of total ACTBLUE donations that should have been rejected for fraud were missed. 6.4%. Well, 6.4% on $1 million? That's about $64,000. Let's do $2 billion real quick. Let's just hit a bunch of numbers. There's zeros. There's Yeah, that's the right zeros, and then that's the right zeros. Let's just times that by 0.064. Yeah, that's $12,800,000. So $12,800,000 was just missed. All utilized by the party trying to take your gun rights by ACTBLUE. Again, none of this happens in a vacuum. Let's continue. I got even more highlighted down here. There's Kamala Harris, who took $2 billion. By December of 2024, a sheet tallying known instances of fraud revealed hundreds of donations, including from Brazil, Colombia, India, Iraq, the Philippines, and Saudi Arabia, among other nations, were going towards Democratic campaigns and causes. Huh. And they say we're un-American for the gun violence epidemic. Yeah. At least 237 individual donations were made from foreign IP addresses using prepaid U.S. debit or gift cards between September and October, forcing ACTBLUE to ban the practice. So it was completely open, and they abused it, and they figured it out, and they couldn't whitewash that one, so they closed that loophole. It also resulted in state-level probes and a bombshell racketeering lawsuit brought by a Wisconsin Republican strategist that alleged ACTBLUE stole his identity to allow 385 fraudulent contributions to go towards liberal groups, including then Vice President Kamala Harris's super PAC. Again, $2 billion. They are dirty as the day is long. Let's continue. Between September of 2022 and November of 2024, ACTBLUE racked up about 1,900 fraudulent transactions in total, but House Republicans who published the company's internal documents in a report claim the suspicious donations are far more widespread. Let's go down here a little bit more. This is where Harris shows up. ACTBLUE funneled nearly $2 billion in the 2024 election cycle to Democratic candidates and causes, with $46.7 million channeled directly to Harris's campaign within hours of her succeeding President Biden as the party's White House nominee. In total, the fundraising platform helped raise more than $16 billion for Democratic groups since 2004. Hey guys, if you're still with this video and you're still watching this, yeah, we're about to connect some dots. So, if you are losing on the Democrat side the ACTBLUE funneling service where all the foreign money was coming in to funnel all the campaigns to the tune of $2 billion and then since 2004, 21 years, $16 billion. And then you've also got U.S. aid, which is defunded across the board for all your pet projects, which the money was being funneled back into Democrat causes. You're going to have quite a pickle if you're on the Democrat side and you've got 20 years of getting all this illicit funds to run your entire operation, along with gun controllers and along with your candidates. Yeah, wonder if that's going to lead to something. Let's continue. One of the platform's memos stated that it was blocking less than 0.1% of all contributions flagged by the system as fraudulent. So it not only knew it had fraudulent stuff, it only blocked 0.1% of it. 7 senior ACTBLUE officials have resigned from their post as of late February, according to the New York Times, and the last remaining lawyer in the ACTBLUE General Counsel's office went on leave after alleging he was retaliated against. You guys seeing this entire thing fall apart? On Wednesday, Oversight Chairman James Comer, Administration Chairman Brian Stell, and House Judiciary Committee Chairman Jim Jordan fired off a letter to ACTBLUE CEO demanding more documentation and deals. Okay, so it's the normal, give me a letter, I'm going to give you a mean letter, you better give me what I want, or you're going to get another letter. Yeah. The bottom line here, guys, you just go back over to this one from Mike Johnson, because this is kind of succinct. They are performing illegal, funding, corrupt actions, and they are weaponizing it to take your gun rights, to take your freedom of speech rights, and to destroy sovereignty of the United States for a one world, great big, everybody's happy government. Kumbaya government. That's what you're looking at right now. ACTBLUE just got their hand caught in the cookie jar. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.